Oh, everybody, welcome to the pre-show. Looks like I need to fire up some things. We haven't been live since I restarted the other day, so hold your horses. Hold your horses. We got to get ourselves a countdown timer going, don't we? We got that rocking and rolling. Got that going. All right, that won't be quite accurate, but that's okay. We'll live with that. And what do you say we listen to some new tunes? There we go. How's that? Now we're rocking and rolling. We got some work to do tonight. So I was on Sus a fair bit yesterday, getting the ground ready for planting. And that is what we're going to be doing tonight. It is mid-autumn. Rabbit Rob, Screws Workbench, GoldenEye, Will. How are you all doing tonight? We've got ourselves a new seeder. I think you saw in the thumbnail. Something else I did last night is I sold a lot of our grain. Most of our crop is sold. That's how we have $300,000. That's after I bought my new planter. Or should I say my new seeder. Because darn it, I updated the case air seeder, or the air planter, I should say, and they changed the crops that it can do. Now it only plants. So we need a seeder. So now we've got a seeder. Oh, Rabbit Rob, not much, not much. So I don't know if you all saw, I just published, about 45 minutes ago, a new Hoff-Bergman Explained video. This video covers the changes with the updated map 1.0.0.81. Not a lot has changed, but what has been added, in my opinion, is pretty darn cool. Got an iRacing race we're going to publish tomorrow from a really fun track, Lime Rock Park. Oh, what is up? I've had a pretty busy weekend so far. Busy from the standpoint of playing games. That's what you call busy. Lewis, what is up? So yeah, given the fact that we are seeing some kind of abnormal dry weather here on the map. Yeah, the weather was showing that it was a fair bit of rain. But looks like the rain has gone around us, so to speak. So we've got all kinds of action going on. I think Scooter's got some hay down. And he's also doing a little forestry action. Not sure what Cowboy's doing. But we're going to be planting our crops for next year. In all of our fields, other than the fields that still have corn in them. It does look like the corn, or we're going to have good weather late autumn. So, shouldn't have too much trouble. Hopefully getting that crop in. Alfredo Farms, welcome back. Long time no see. Wanted to get some of this sold that was kind of left over. Then we need to haul some manure down to the compost facility. Let that get started. We are going to do some more pre-recorded videos in a couple months. So the last series we're going to do is going to be one where we are back on Felsburn. That is the first recorded series we did in 21. Or not 21, 19. Gosh, I'm already thinking ahead. So that's the first map we did in 19. And it's going to be the last map that we do in recorded format on 19. We're going to do a back to basics type gameplay where we use just in-game items and DLCs that we have gotten in 19 to date. Very, very, very little mods. So I want to start that in September, I think. And that'll take us toward the release of 22. And so far, as of late, I really haven't had much time to record anything other than map videos and the occasional live stream. Because the way I like to do pre-recorded stuff is I don't like to just do a whole video on one thing and then the next video basically doing the same thing because it's going to take a long time to do it. So it can mean that there's a fair bit of time, off camera prepping a recording for the next video. So pre-recorded stuff really does take a lot of time. It could take 2 or 3 hours to record a 30-minute video. Ravenhawk, what is up? Alrighty, so let's get back to the farm and get some manure loaded up. welcome back to Susquehanna River Valley. How is everybody doing today? As I was saying in the pre-show, it is mid-autumn. Just a few more days till we get to late autumn, and the weather couldn't be better here in Susquehanna River Valley. 60-degree air temp, 59-degree ground temp, sunny skies. I believe we've got rain scheduled in the forecast in about a day or two, but nothing too terrible bad. And the forecast is looking good for a harvest season for late autumn, because man, oh man, we got a lot of corn on this map to get picked up, or to get harvested, I should say. There's some of it right over there. We'll take a closer look at it when we get back to the farm. But before we get too far, whoa! Ha! Crash counter. Before we get too far into the video. Whoops, wrong one. Here we go. Before we get too far in the video. Stubborn Disciple Plays, thank you for being a farm baron. You are the sponsor of today's video. Let's see, does Scooter have super strength enabled already? I think he just turns it on. Alfredo Farms, thank you for the super chat there, buddy. Just for being you and putting out great content. Well, thank you. Thank you. No. Thank you.
You've been taking driving lessons from Raz.
Yeah, I have been. It's hard to look out the window and drive straight on a curvy interstate. Saved by Scooter's insistence on having super strength turned on. Ah, the Kloss. Yeah, the Kloss small baler is really cool. At some point, he's going to release that for just general download. Right now, the only way to get it is to pull it out of the map, or the map archive. But we didn't bring out the TLX 9000 rigid to haul our grain because, well, it's slow. And if I can run halfway across the map at 80 miles an hour, well, it'll make getting things done a lot faster, won't it? You see our harvester already set up, waiting on the just waiting on the corn to dry. We also have some milk to run later today. Diablo del Toro, welcome to the stream. How's it go? Let's go forward, let's go back, let's do the hokey pokey. Turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. It's okay. It's okay. Half part 2. You're halfway done. Right? Tell you what I did. I started part 1 last night when I was doing some iRacing. Ran, I think, 2-3 races while part 1 was downloading. And then I downloaded part 2 after I went to bed. So when I got up this morning, well, I was ready to rock and roll. Either way, I was not sitting around and waiting on it, right? So really exciting news on American Truck Simulator. They have now started the Idaho Potato Community Event. 1-year anniversary of the release of Idaho as a state DLC. They started the Idaho Potato Event. And you know what? That event is scheduled to conclude on a Sunday. Something like August 15th or something. Well, you know what? I had a thought that, well, I doubt they're going to release a new state while a special community event is going on. So it seems like to me that they might be releasing Wyoming in August, right after, in my opinion, this potato event. What do y'all think? Does it sound like an idea? Bill McLaughlin, how are you doing tonight? That Mr. Potato Head. Well, we're gonna Monday night. You're gonna watch us. We're gonna be hauling, if all things work out, a massive tater in our convoy, Monday night convoy. Hopefully, we're all gonna be running taters. We're gonna try to run loads to help satisfy our need for the community event. A personal goal, we get a bowl of potato chips that we can put in our truck. Kind of cheesy, or should I say kind of potatoey. And we also get what look like lizard stickers. And then as far as a community goal, like, they've never met the community goal, right? So if the community goal is met, then we get a nice Idaho dangly from our mirror and some potato magnets for our fridge. This door shut. The doors swing open when I try to use the joystick sometimes. Oh, we'll look forward to having you in there. Are you already in the Pony Express Transport channel? If you're not, we'll need to put you in the Pony Express Transport channel. Now that 1.41 is out of beta, huh? Ha ha! Paul Nadon Jr. has got the ticket right there. That's right. Hauling spuds with your buds. Oh, let's turn that off. It's all good. It's all good. I know some folks are concerned about running beta and then, you know, maybe you only have one profile and you don't want to risk messing it up. It's all good. Now, when you are in convoy mode, you still are not able to use mods. But that's okay. As the host, I'll fire it up and then you'll just join. And as long as your truck doesn't have any sort of mods activated on it, then it should all be good. Yeah, I mean, what a lot of us have done with respect to Truckers MP is we have a Truckers MP profile, and then we have a single player profile, and they are, you know, isolated. And the Truckers MP profile then obviously doesn't have any mods on it. Oh, okay. I don't remember these things, Ravenhawk. It's lucky if I remember what I had for dinner. After I had it. So with that, making some more compost. So I was going to show you where we had corn on the map. Let's do that. So there you can see the whole map. And there's very, very little that hasn't been bought. And take a look. Coulier Farms is right there. Diesel Sims is right here. Scooter's Workbench. I have to say it's hard. It's hard for me to pick up Scooter's Workbench versus Diesel, but Scooter's Workbench is there, and I guess up here. Now we have Carrie. Carrie's a new one to the map. He's over here, and Cowboy Killer is up here. So there's still a few little parcels of land. Not a lot of parcels left to be bought. This one, I don't think anybody's going to buy it. It says it's 17 acres, $74,000. Well, you see how big it is? Look, 14 is 17 acres. So how's that 17 acres if that's 17 acres? That no one's going to buy that. That's just crazy.
138 comes with 140 at the very top of the map.
Oh. Well, who the heck would... That's still crazy. Why would I own a field way down at the bottom of the map and then way at the top of the map?
Don't know. But that's what we figured out the other night. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't see anybody buying this little square. Unless you get, like, super desperate and just have to have everything bought. Yeah, the guys were holding some fields open around me. And Coulier asked if I was going to buy 131 and 130 because he wanted to put some storage down there. I was like, no, I'm not buying anything else. I'm done. I'm done buying land. And then next time I get on the server, it's all bought up. Every bit of land around me, other than that little 138. Max the Invincible, what is up? So yeah, we're looking to add precision farming after we get our harvest. Let's see, where's the best place to sell our milk today? The bakery? Hershey's plant? No, Walmart, son. Walmart wants our milk. It's all our milk back up to town. I wait to use the auto milk sales, but it doesn't want to work for me today. Oh well, let's just go this way. Got a heavy trailer of milk. Brakes are pretty bad. Brakes are bad on this thing. 5,000 liters of milk in it. And that's why you go pedal to the metal when you have bad brakes. Right? You don't slow down. You speed up. Oh, yeah. Checked out the suspension on the truck. Oh, what is that? That is some... Man, that was some server lag there.
Where's the equipment cell trigger in the shop?
I don't think there is one.
In the garage, I think.
Rabbit
No, there's no
Rob
workshop trigger up there.
with the super sticker. Haha. That's right, when the chair falls down, it breaks you back. Oh! Hey, you only live once, so YOLO. David, what's up? We were just talking about your land acquisitions. Going a little crazy. Are you hauling logs?
I will be, yeah. Why?
Server just got super laggy when I was trying to drive. I'm trying to think what does that. When we were doing the Canada map, we would see that when someone was moving logs sometimes.
I'm just cutting up one tree right now. Everything else should be taken care of. Like, not loose, so
That's better now. Don't want to get too close to the radio station. They like to blast their music. Man, that's small. There we go. Give me some. Give me some money. Give me some money. All right, $4,500. Trailer load of milk. That's good for me. Now let's get to some real farming. Get to farming. We got some seed to put in the ground. So yeah, it seems like everybody put all their crop into corn once we got the early summer stuff off. I think they're planning on flooding the corn syrup factory. Comes Coulier in to sink. We're gonna have to time his sink against Cowboy's new sink. See who has a longer sink now.
Am I gonna have to log out and log back in?
Let's not do that while we're on
Please
the air. Oh, strike that. He's got to get all Diesel's new mods. So it might be another 15 minutes. Oh, that's disastrous. Why does your trailer kick to the side on a jump? That's problematic. Tristan, man, welcome to chat. How you doing tonight? We'll put this right here. Alrighty. know what Diesel's going to do with all that digestate. Can
He's
you
gonna
sell
try
it?
and no. That's what I told him. I was like, all the mods you're adding, you needed to add a digestate sell point.
He's going to try to sell it to us?
Yeah, but we get free use of the spreader.
How about he sells me his services of putting it on my field?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I don't think he has
I don't need to be running a 4X map constantly back and forth to the BGA to get digestate. So let's go back here. I got sidetracked. I never showed you all the corn that's ready to harvest. So obviously you see where the corn is, right? Y'all aren't near as colorblind as I am, so you can see where the corn is. Now let's go to everything that's dark green is corn, or dark brown, or whatever this color is. Everything that is growing, that is this color right here, that is all corn. That's all got to get harvested before winter. So yeah, that is a ton of corn. Ton of harvest going on. Now we're going to be we're going to put millet in the ground. There is 3 fields of millet. That's it. Until I'm done, there's going to be tons of millet in the ground. So welcome to our new seeder. What the heck happened? There we go. Welcome to our new seeder. We've got the Couverland from the Vicon Couverland DLC. This thing is 12 meters and it is in charge. It's not near as loud as the old seeder. There we go. We'll lock in our GPS. Just want to make sure I don't seed a little bit over here on our grass field. Yeah, I thought, you know what? I'm going to let the guys put in what they want to put in. And then once I see what they put in, I'm going to put something else in because, well, I don't want to flood the market. I don't want to have them flood my market. So I was getting pretty darn good prices on millet. I had a whole lot of millet I was selling last night. I was getting close to $30,000 a trailer load or a truckload. So yeah, we're going with millet.
Do that, Scooter. Start planting millet.
Absolutely. Got a lot of empty fields of corn.
But hopefully my millet will be ready before yours. No, I'm not going to mess with flour. I think other guys are doing flour too, and I don't need to mix them up. So we're just going to harvest to sell point. I was looking, trying to figure out what seeder to use, and this isn't too bad of a deal. $130-some thousand for a 12-meter seeder. Max the Invincible, what I am excited for is to see the first gameplay on Thursday, July 22nd. At FarmCon, we're going to see the first bit of gameplay for FS22. I'm excited for FS22 because, well, FS19 is getting a little long in the tooth, for sure. And as a result of that, you know, seeing something fresh, something new. Views are down overall. And that is pretty much that. I think the general casual farm sim player has moved on to other things, and FS22 will bring that casual player back. Now, pretty much the only player base is the dare I say the hardcore or dedicated players, and nothing wrong with that. But a new version will definitely bring back the excitement amongst everybody. Bit disappointed to see that some mappers have chosen to can existing projects in favor of waiting until FS22 releases. I don't see what the logic in that is when they could have they could complete their project and have it available to both FS22 and FS19 players, because there will be some player base that just does not update from 19 to 22, and they'll continue to be able to play. I closed out VLC. Hold on. There we go. It says you need a corn. I didn't update the corn syrup factory. You can go to the mods page and download it. So I personally am excited about 22. I'm excited about the built-in production capabilities of 22. I'm excited to see the new visual refinements with the move to DirectX 12. I'm excited for the potential to have game optimizations. So maps like this could maybe run a fair bit better, or we'll see more detailed maps because of those visual optimizations. I'm excited to, I don't know, I guess play with grapes a little bit and olives a little bit, but they're not on the top of my list of things I would be most interested in. Well, that might be the case, Phil. That might be the case. Although, you know, some of those guys have been putting out teasing screenshots for months. And then to think that they cancel something 6 months ahead of when the game is going to be basically replaced. It's not like they can really be working on the map right now and have any idea what are going to be the requirements for 22. any mapping that's going on right now is just going to be a shot in the dark and a hope that they don't have to go and just redo it all once they do learn about the mapping requirements for 22. There we go. So yeah, making use of the more of the Vicon-Kuberlin DLC. So I'd be curious, what do you all think of all the DLC released in Farm Sim 19? What's the DLC you use the most, or you think was the most impactful for the game? I have to say, I think the Anderson DLC is probably the DLC I use most. As far as the most impactful, I would have to think, I don't know, maybe the, I mean, the Vicon-Kuberlin DLC has the fast bail. That is pretty impactful. Oh, the Kloss DLC. I think it's definitely the largest as far as vehicles and implements go. So yeah, this is going to make, we're going to put millet in 12, 132, 133, 137, 139, and 10. And then we've got fields 136, 135, 13, and 11 to get the corn out of. And we'll probably be hopefully helping these guys with their corn harvest also, as long as things work out time-wise. It is evening of day 13. So when we get done the stream, it's going to be around 8:42, an hour and 20 minutes. So it'll be 7:30. So it'll be an hour and a half once we're done streaming before it's day 14. And we have day 14 to 16. So we have 2 more days. So here's day 14. Here's day 15. No rain until evening. Day 16 is sunny weather. And then day 17, 18, 19, and 20. This is late autumn. So we've got rain the first day of late autumn. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 days Might be Monday. Monday, it sounds like we're going to be harvesting, hopefully. Why would PF, why would precision farming mess up my millet? I think it's supposed to give you, does it not give you the plow bonus?
It doesn't even make the plow marks.
Right. But does it give you the plow bonus?
Oh, I don't know. I was just trying to replow a field where I had to do some terrain work. And it didn't
Oh. Yeah, it does. Oh, it doesn't have the plow function, so it doesn't let you create fields.
Oh, I guess I forgot I probably have to push create field. Well, no, because I was... Let's see, does it work in a field that's already a field?
Yeah. I think it gives you the plow bonus. It looks like cultivate because it's got it set up to do the anhydrous. Well, once we add precision farming, it's going to basically,
I don't know, because even when I run over a
reset all
spot
that
where I
anyway.
already seeded, it doesn't change the texture.
So it's going to reset, not the state. It's not going to wipe out the crop. It's just going to make everything that's fertilized here is going to need fertilizing again. If it doesn't, it's going to need lime. Every field is going to need a certain amount of lime and a certain amount of fertilizer once you add PF. So it doesn't erase the field. Like, it won't remove the crop, but it will basically negate having a field fully fertilized, and it will negate a field that doesn't need lime. Yeah, I think what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to look cultivated, but give you the plow bonus as if you used a subsoiler, and then allow you to hook up the anhydrous tanks and then get a fertilization amount out of that anhydrous application.
No.
All right, I'm putting two links in the Discord. Coulier, grab both of these. There's, for whatever reason, there are two of these on the server. They're different named. I don't know which one's active. Well, they're both active. I don't know which one is the real one on the map. So grab both. If you took one out, that's probably what happened. I don't know which one's active and which one's not. So I didn't disable one, figuring I had a 50% chance on disabling the wrong one, which probably meant that I would have a 100% chance on disabling the wrong one. Turn these lines on. There we go. I would have to dig through the save game to figure out which one is actually the one that's in use. Oh, Jalen's the only one that came back from that heist. Let's go check something. Scooter, you got hay.
Coming in hot.
All right, you're on the clock.
Yep.
We're seeing who has the faster sync now, you or the new cowboy killer.
Is this cowboy again?
No, it's not me.
I need to get a clock ticking sound effect for this.
Jeopardy.
That's probably copyrighted or something.
Yeah, I would say the Jeopardy sound, but that probably definitely is.
Why is there an offset? We don't need a 6-inch offset.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't mess with. I was gone all day, so for me to have to re-download the corn syrup one was kind of odd.
We can just blame Diesel.
I could go with that.
And hopefully nobody was planning on planting cabbages or onions or carrots.
No, I was just plant sugar cane. Oh, I won't be. The diggers, the sugar beet digger for the sugar cane is gone.
What? The sugar beet digger?
Yeah, he had a modded beet digger that would do sugar cane. It was part of that pack with the carrots, the onions, and all that other stuff.
I'm pretty sure I took out what I put in. Took out the a Grimmy multi-fruit and the Homer multi-fruit. Pretty sure I put both of those in.
Yeah, it was the Homer multi-fruit that allowed you to use the beet digger as a sugarcane harvester or a carrot harvester or a onion, potato, or not potato, onion and something else. Oh, the cabbages.
Yeah, both of those were like 20 megs each. So they had to go to make room for the 20 meg case
right.
and the digestate silo. Now that Ford pickup is about 100 megs, so it's pretty sizable.
Which one? The one that came with the map, or the one?
Yeah. Yeah, the pickup, Ford pickup.
I can give mine up. It's fine by me.
I think it's just you and I that have them left, Scooter. I think everybody else doesn't have it.
We got room now, but when you start talking about, well, if you want more added, you got to take something away. You start looking at what's big. The horse pack is 200 megs, but I think at least Diesel has something from that. I don't know if anybody else does.
No, I don't have anything in there. I was looking at stuff, but went away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the, if you take the mod folder and sort by size, you know, once you start getting a couple of the essentials out of there, then a few mods kind of rise to the top as being most impactful for change.
Yeah.
Rigid's pretty big. I know a few of us have that because of the price.
Right. I don't think any of us are using the enclosed trailer or anything like that, though.
Isn't that tied up to the 67,000 liter liquid tank?
I'll check, but I don't remember.
I think the only thing I have is the animal transport.
There we get lined up and off we go. So yeah, like you got the map, then you got the horse pack at 205 megs. You've got straw harvest, but I don't know. I mean, I just put all that down. You got the Ford pickup, 112 megs.
Yeah, I'm okay with liquidating it. Let me get the fuel out of it before we do though.
You got, well, I'm not selling it now. I got to shut the server off to turn to delete it.
No. Yeah, I just was saying that if we're all okay with getting rid of it, let's get rid
Like-
of it. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, the TLX Phoenix, if nobody's got the Phoenix, that's 64 megs. Modern Classics DLC, that's 57.
I think we're all running the Phoenix now.
I don't have it. All I have from 82 is the one pickup and the animal transport.
Yeah, I'm running the Rigid. That one's 88.
I have the Phoenix.
I don't think you can cut the Rigid without losing the boxes that come with the Rigid, which are what we're using on the Phoenixes.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, you know, there's a fair bit that are in the 40 meg range, and 30 meg range, and 20 meg range. But
We can get rid of the horse helper. That doesn't seem to work in multiplayer.
oh, that's like
It's like a-
5K. Yeah, that's gonna get you a lot. That's gonna buy you not any John Deere mod.
So is that new anhydrous rig, is it still under plows or where is it now?
The John Deere?
Yeah. or
crop
It's still under
protection.
plows. It's still under plows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but will ours, the original ones that I have, the original one I have, will it still work?
I don't know.
It replaced it, so you'll have to ask the creator.
Because it didn't delete my original one, I still have it. So I was just curious if it just modified my original one, or do I need to purchase a different one to make it do it?
I don't know. If yours is still there, you might have to reconfigure it to add the hitch, but
Demon Pro, welcome to the stream. How have you been? I can't believe we're still working off that seed we bought way back the start of year one. Same with fertilizer. Did you hear your haze ready?
oh no, I didn't.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I could see it all the way from the field I was seeding.
Nice.
It had turned.
I will go start baling.
As soon as I get this field planted, I can come start helping you pick up.
Okay.
I mean, we could obviously put in that Kloss small baler. You can make 500 liter bales. then we'd have to figure out a way to store them.
I'm sure there's a mod for that.
ETX has got it started. He just needs to finish it.
The bale conveyors on Hofbergman are pretty cool. They're placeable. You can't move them around, but they move the bale. It's not like a trigger that then gives you an animation of the bale going up. It's actually going up the belt. Same with the bales coming out the bale chute on the baler. I had commented in the video that it would probably have been easier to create an animation of bales basically moving through the belt or through the chute and then have a real bale spawn at the end.
Yeah.
But no, those bales are all individual bales being pushed through a curved chute. And I mean, that takes some talent, I think, with the crazy bale physics we got. That they don't just go crazy and cause the whole thing to take off.
Explode.
Well, on that New Holland baler that I did, it's an animation, and if you don't populate or fill the bale hopper, it'll just hang the top bale, you know, it'll hang at the top of the curve.
Yeah, Demon Pro, you could put the individual bales, but when you talk about 500-liter bales, you start talking about a whole lot of bales. You know, that's 8 bales for one regular 4,000-liter bale. So we're talking about like the GTX bale storage. One of those would have to be tweaked. There we go. All right, just 3 more fields to go.
Will adding precision farming affect like herbicide application?
Herbicide, no.
I wouldn't worry about herbicide right now because as soon as the winter gets here, it'll kill those weeds off.
Yeah. I usually don't spray any field until after crop emergence. I wouldn't apply any fertilizer or lime. That's just going to get reset. It's one reason why I grabbed this seeder, because it didn't put any fertilizer down. So like a lot of Scooter's fields are fully fertilized, but what he's going to do is, since he already paid to fertilize it, he's going to keep track of what he has to pay to fertilize it again, and then just reimburse him, get himself reimbursed from the bank. There, we'll do this. We'll just do it that way. So yeah, it'll be real nice with Farm Sim 22 when we get all of the enhancements that are going to bring performance benefits as a result of DX12. The occlusion calling, which basically means that only what you physically see is being rendered. So this is being rendered, but none of that back there is being rendered. And therefore you're saving on GPU resources. Right now, the games have a rendering circle around your player. Henceforth, this line over here, as you see it kind of make its way up the field, that is the view distance of one texture to the next. And basically it's a circle, 360. So the field is being rendered in high resolution behind me too. Completely waste of resources since no one's back there seeing it. So what occlusion culling is going to do is only what I'm looking at is being rendered. Everything behind me is not being rendered in the GPU, so it's not taking up resources. Other benefits are going to come in texture streaming. So Cowboy Killer can attest to some of this, is that he just upgraded his RAM from 8 gigs to, I guess, 16. And he said syncing into the game was faster. And once loaded into the game, basically, he didn't have to sit around and wait for things to load in because he had more RAM. Well, that's because the way the game is now, it basically loads all the textures from the map, all the textures from all your vehicles and implements that you own into system memory and graphics memory, regardless if you're looking at it or not. With texture streaming in FS22, only what you're looking at is rendered into memory, or is brought into memory. So if we're not looking at a class tractor, right? We're not looking at a class tractor. Well, the class tractor textures aren't loaded into our memory until we go to a class tractor. So it's going to help with systems with lower memory. It's going to help with graphics cards with smaller memory allocations. And it's going to allow giants and modders to use higher resolution textures, bigger textures, for what is being rendered, so that everything just looks all that much better. So those are some of the lesser talked about benefits to FS22. Then we had the parallax occlusion mapping that got announced. That is going to give us some additional depth to our ground. That's going to be exciting. I want to see if maybe we're going to see some of that physically in action on Thursday the 22nd when we get our first gameplay video or footage of Farm Sim 22 at FarmCon. I guess we haven't talked since they announced the precision farming update with the visual, what is it, the optic sensors.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Yeah, I heard about it.
So I kind of described it in my community post and talked about it the other day. Kind of like it's taken the cloth sensor that we have in game and basically making it operate like it does in real life. At least the way I understand it. Because when I was learning about the sensor, what the sensor does in real life is it basically looks at the crop in front of the tractor and through some sort of infrared or whatever can somehow determine what the amount of nitrogen that the plant has or needs, and therefore communicates to a computer on the tractor to tell the sprayer how much nitrogen to dispense based on the crop that it sensed directly in front of it. So in theory, the crop is getting the right amount of nitrogen it needs, and not too much, not too little, all the way across the field as the scanner sensors. Of course, with the crop cloth sensor now, it just acts as a live soil sampler, but that's not how it works in real life.
So in the game, are we going to have to run this every time we fertilize, or is that just...
No. It's the same as if you just took samples. Somehow it's good for multiple years, multiple crops.
Yeah, the ECU machine that they ran across our fields was, you're supposed to do it every 6 years for ECU.
Yeah, so I think some folks have like fast forwarded and figured out how many crops you can get off of it before you have to redo it, but I don't know. I guess I don't play fast enough, long enough to go that many years to ever have had to re-sensor a field.
Yeah, neither have I. 3 years is about max.
Well, sadly, we won't see the new precision farming until spring of 22. So we're going to go 3 or 4 months, maybe a little longer, after 22 releases before we're going to get precision farming in 22. Phil says it's every 6 years, every 6 harvests. Because if you don't play with seasons, there's no concept of a year.
That's good. We get 6 seasons out of it before we have to worry about it.
Yeah, we won't get that far. We won't get 6 years between now and then Farm Sim 22 comes out.
No. It'll be close though.
I don't know. Oh, wait, I don't know. How many months is in a year at this pace?
I'm trying to remember when we joined in. Because that was midwinter when we joined. Remember the dates, Scooter?
No.
Was it before Memorial Day?
Might have been right around that Memorial
I
Day.
think so.
I
Close.
think. Well, I've been here a week, and I think when I joined, it was like day 2 or 3 of autumn.
I could scroll back through Discord and see when we joined.
Oh, that would probably take forever.
No, the sus Discord.
Oh, I guess there's less chat in there, isn't there?
I can even look and see when you sent me the invite to this channel.
Oh, we're almost out. We better go get some more seed. Production is going to be exciting in Farm Sim 22. Having production built into the game. And let's go back to our talk about mappers and them basically canceling 19 projects in favor of 22. Having production built into the game, I think, is going to have a significant effect on mappers and map design. And it'll be real interesting to see if some mappers kind of reject Farm Sim's production capability, kind of like the way they have rejected the build your own farm and placeables in 20 or 19. You know, you get those maps where the farm is built, the farm is burnt in, you can't sell the buildings, you can't put down any of the buildings that are included.
We joined.
For me, that kind of implies, yeah, the mapper is pretty much rejecting Farm Sim 19's concept of, you know, building out your own farm. So it'll be interesting to see. Are we going to have mappers? We probably will. Or we're going to have mappers that basically reject FS22's built-in production elements and don't plan their maps for it. Are we going to find maps that basically don't have any production capabilities because, well, the mapper didn't want to do it? What'd you say, 8 weeks?
May 29th is when we started.
So right around Memorial Day. So in a week, it'll be 3 months. No, 2 months.
Yeah, it will be almost midwinter again.
Well, in a week, it's still going to be late autumn, I think. Cars only! How you doing? So I think a year might be 2.5 months.
Yeah.
So I think in the week I've been here, we went through 11 in-game days.
Yeah, we'll get one more year out of it.
Carries on the clock.
Oh, so Cowboy, you got your new Ram.
It's just
Yeah,
crickets here waiting.
I bought 2 new cars today.
Make a big difference.
To me, it seems like it. Klein doesn't want me to log out and log in and see if there's a difference.
We can experiment on your own time. Oh no! Oh my goodness. Jeez. I have to put that back. I mean, yeah, hopefully it's not 4 minutes.
It seemed like it.
Hopefully it'll be a lot less. But you also said you didn't have to sit around and wait at the hot tub before you could do stuff.
Yeah, it seemed to let me do stuff right away. If Scooter was an AFK, he would have been able to tell me if it was any better, but you know how he is on here.
I would say Hans Bergman.
I saw you
over
sinking.
this
I figured
map,
I had 15
100%.
minutes.
Oh, bullshit.
100%.
You said you didn't even know I was here.
Nothing against this map, but Hofbergman, hands down, is the best map of Farm Sim 19. Undisputed, in my opinion. Best map of Farm Sim 19. It has the most diverse gameplay, and it only gets even better with the latest update that dropped yesterday. Now this is a 4X map, so I mean if you're into bigger fields, then this map has got that for you. This is a great multiplayer map because it's bigger. And Hoff is a pretty good single player map. That sounds like a perfect way of occupying your time. I mean, where else can you milk bulls? Only to have the veterinarian come and inject your lady cows. Right? Name another map that does that. And the new update with the little bales, that's even cooler. So yeah, I don't know if you're listening to the stream, but I was talking about FS22's texture streaming that they talked about, and that's going to help systems with lower memory and GPUs with lower memory, because it's only going to load textures that it needs. Whereas right now, the way the game works, it loads everything on map load up. So it means systems with lower memory can run better, but it also means that mappers and mod authors can load in higher res textures. Because again, the textures that are going to be used are only going to be used when you're seeing the texture.
Don't you think that'll start to affect the lower end computers though, if they're starting to run higher textures in those specific areas?
Yeah, to some degree, but still they're going to have less loaded in. So like,
Right.
I've got all the textures of all the equipment of everybody loaded in my system. Even though all I'm looking at right now is this tractor and cedar. So the TLX, the Ford, the Phoenix, all the trailers, everything is loaded in at a whopping nearly 14 gigs of RAM usage. Now, of course, I'm streaming, and I've got browsers open, and I've got VLC open, and some other things, but still, I'm using 14 gigs of system memory. If I don't know what I would have if I closed out all those other programs, but, you know, depending on the map, the amount of RAM I use will vary significantly. And that basis is, you know, map textures, equipment textures. So if you're not loading everything at the same time, I can have a 4K or an 8K texture on this cedar, and I'm still probably to the better as far as resource utilization. Still, these days, if you're gonna game, a 16 is like your minimum. 16 is the new 8, which was the new 4, which was the new 1, way back in the day. Someone's out of Apple pallet space.
That might be me.
What is on great demand? Fuel sale. Oh, I don't have any fuel on sale.
It's not me.
What features are you all looking forward to in FS Double Deuce? Put it in chat. What are you all looking forward to in FS Double Deuce? Oh, new brands. We really haven't heard too much about new brands, have we? Supply chain. So the production functions. That's what Jason's looking forward to. Better tractors and Ford.
Let's see more like
Better graphics and Ford
American
tractors.
semis.
Mack truck is confirmed.
Is it really?
Yes. When I get to the end of this row, I'll pull up a screenshot. A better mod hub. That would be great. Of course, depends on what better is, right? All right, let's pull up this Mack truck for Cowboy Killer. Let's drop this down. You go ahead and go across the field.
Cowboy, could you create fields still with that new John Deere plow, or
Let me pull this up.
are you using the case one?
I didn't buy the John Deere. I bought the case, and I don't know. I'm having problems with it in general.
Here we go. No. It's not in that folder. Not in that folder. Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right, we're at nearly to the row. All right. All right, Cowboy Killer, you ready to see a screenshot of a Mack truck in Farm Sim 22?
I'm looking.
All right, let me get this thing turned around. Irrigation? I don't know about that. Where did you hear that irrigation was coming? Or is that a wishful feature? Raz, what is up? How's it go in the land of broken people? All right, here we go. Hold it. Superfly. Thanks for joining the channel, buddy. There's your Mack truck.
She's a beauty.
So yeah, there you go. Mack is confirmed for FS Double Deuce. Oh, why did you put the sticker on? Or is it not safe for work?
Nothing yet. Got to find the right spot, you know. Back of the toilet, I don't know. Gotta gotta see where it's best fitting.
On the king's throne.
Exactly. On the king's throne.
On the back of an oil filter? On a John Deere?
Scooter, I'm headed towards you with my trailer.
It's a knack. That's right, Thor.
Perfect.
The big sexy sky. Let's pull that back up. Well, we got a few pictures here. Let's pull these up. So there's a picture with the Klaus Zerion saddle track. That's what you get with the pre-order bonus. So there's your sky. There's your sky with the Mac. And there's the sky with the New Holland Broad 9070X, the grape harvester. Chris Miller, thanks for resubbing there, buddy. Pretty sure you're already a member, but big old props for that. Haha, we're hitting all sorts of renewals. Terraforming, thanks for renewing. Let's go over the pre-order items. Oh. That's the wrong folder. All right, so here we go. So here are the pre-order items. Bonus content. We got the Klaus Zerion 4200 saddle track with the saddle track semi-trailer, the saddle track tanker that goes on the back of the saddle track, the front unit right there, and then the injector there on the back. And once we get turned around, we'll take a look at some more Elm Creek photos. And oh my gosh, Elm Creek looks beautiful. I think we haven't seen any pictures of the other map. I'm wondering if it's like 19. So I don't know if you remember, but back in 19, we saw a whole heck of a lot of pictures of Bellsburn, didn't we? We didn't really see a whole lot of Ravenport until, you know, closer to the end. Well, we all got the general sense that Ravenport wasn't done. And therefore, that's why it, you know, doesn't have power lines and everything else. So I wonder if Elm Creek is kind of the preferred map so far. But look at that. Now this is some of the higher res images. I didn't get a chance to go over. Look at that view distance. Look at that lovely water tower. See a silo, possibly a farm off in the distance. Look at that view distance. Look at that sky. There you go. There you go. Oops. I don't want to do that.
Scooter, how do I get in there?
If you come down by the,
I'm by your Field 86.
We're still good.
yeah, if
Look at
you
this
come
one.
in by the horses and come past the horses, you can go around to the
I
back.
mean, it just looks
you'll come around to the opening of the horseshoe.
Really excited. Really excited about
Or you
seeing
can come
more
between
of
86 and 87 and
Elm Creek on
go
Thursday.
to the river and come down.
Max Superliner, that's right. Well, you know, not a lot of farmers can buy the latest in semis, so having a farmer own a truck from the 70s is fitting, right? Did I close that? Yeah, I closed that out.
Hey guys,
Hello.
Hey, Carrie.
the house is kind of loud, so I won't be on mic, but anybody need any help?
There you go. We saw this one already. Now, I'm not a big fan of these.
Just picking up bales.
Not a big fan of these wind turbines, but hey. That looks... this is the first time I'm zooming in
Well,
on
I
this
don't
picture.
have anything to help with that.
This looks an awful lot like a cattle yard. This might be the new animal dealership. And I don't think that's the same
If I can bring my truck
building
over
as
there
we
and
saw in the
carry
previous
four,
image.
4 to 6 at a time.
because this,
I've got a trailer.
the other image had more
Yeah.
rolling fields. But that
gooseneck
looks like
trailer.
a big cattle yard, doesn't it?
Okay, where's it at?
It is in my yard, facing north under the overhang trailer or overhang shed.
Okay, I'll go pick it up.
What's up, Darren? How you doing? Superstar. Well, I don't have any good
Did you
sound
figure it out,
effects for
Cowboy?
Superstar.
Yeah, I'm picking up now.
That's money right there.
I've got a hay storage down in the field across.
All hail the hay storage.
Across from the bale cell point, there's that big horseshoe-looking field. There's open storage in there.
Okay.
So a comment I gave Giants a couple weeks ago was with the production elements being built in, I asked them, and of course I got no answer, was will there be storage capability for players to store things like the GTX bale storage or pallet storage? Because I said, you know, players, they like to produce things and then they like to hoard it and wait for a good sell price. So it would be nice if there was a storage capability, you know, for console players that had bale or pallet limits and just to keep game performance up. So that would be nice if we did have the capability of having storage built in.
That would be great.
Squiggy 486. Thanks for renewing. Big renewal day. Where's terraforming at? He was joking about my siren. Yeah, a placeable warehouse, that'd be nice. Okay, let's get that off. There we go. But, you know, there's going to be pallets of oil, pallets of bread, flour, who knows what other production elements. I mean, we've got grapes. Is there going to be any wine or fruit juice that we can make with these grapes? So having storage elements to store those things so that we don't have a whole ton of pallets being rendered all over the place. Just seems to make sense to me. Oh, but Diablo del Toro, there's so many other reasons to stay. I mean, Hoff Bergman, that's one right there, right? I don't think I've heard a single person say they regret switching from console to PC. Not saying that consoles are bad. Not saying that you'd never be happy playing on a console. It's just one of those things. Sell, 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 baby. Make that money. Well, what started this, Raz, was we were talking about the features that have been announced and what people are most excited about. And then it seemed to have transitioned to wants. We'll start learning a lot more on Monday, or no, on Wednesday, sorry. We'll start learning a lot more on the Wednesday. So I was saying I was kind of most excited about the performance improvements that they're making, meaning that we can have more detailed maps. We can have better performance on these maps. We can have higher textures on our buildings or maps, vehicles, and implements because of things like the texture streaming. So we just got this little field left to do, and then we're going to be done for the night. I'm going to run over there and help Scooter get some hay up off the ground. Yeah, all the visual stuff, right? We like our eye candy, us PC players. Well, I think FX22 will push your AMD a little bit more than 19 does, right? I mean, you know. But nowadays, when you got so many cores, you can render a video while playing FS20 or 19 while doing a whole bunch of other things and still get your job done, right? The new system has processing power for days. So if you remember, we were talking about needing to get a fair bit of money to buy the pellet press and such. We're sitting at 311,000 right now. That's after buying this seeder. So once we're done seeding, I'm going to sell this thing. We won't need it for another year. And then we'll be able to buy the pellet press and the conveyor belt. And then we can start producing hay pellets to give ourselves another avenue of income beyond the crops, beyond our milk. Eventually we'll sell some sheep because we've got the sheep that don't produce wool. The sheep we have only reproduce. So I think the best time to sell
What
spring
field you in?
is in spring. So we'll wait to spring to sell some of our sheep. Because right now we've got 140 sheeps.
I don't think they're in a field.
See, we got a fair bit of adult sheep here. Fair bit of younger sheep. 1 year, 2.4 years, 1 year. So we'll probably get rid of, and I guess as soon as these, the 1 year old sheep produce sheep too. So I think these sheep are going to start to explode as far as reproduction goes. We've got 100 cows. So we've got some calves here. And then we've got some of our
I think for this
original
field,
cows.
Another bale storage.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
We've got a fair bit of money locked up in our livestock at the moment. All right, Raz, catch you later. We're about done here also. I'm going to finish this field out, finish the other field. So apparently there is a production mod pending release with Giants. I've heard that allows you to make bread and rolls. Some folks, I guess, have maybe seen some screenshots of it or heard about it on Facebook. They said it looks a lot like the Hoff-Bergman bread oven. I haven't seen it myself. I think it's by the same guy that made the what was that other production map that did all of that stuff? Chamberg. I think that's the map author. No, I don't think it's a direct rip out of Hoff-Bergman. I think it's done by the same guy that did Chamsburg, that that used the GTX production
back
scripts.
on the trailer. Nope, I got it. Nope.
There,
we
Phil's
go.
got it.
Okay.
So I think it just kind of looks like it. I don't think it's a copy.
It just automatically popped off the trailer once it filled up. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, now,
You have a fancy auto-loading trailer?
yeah.
Pull it up and seen a
it's working
floating
with
bale
no
stack.
buttons. What's that?
Yeah,
I pulled it up and
Chamberg
just seen
Valley.
a floating bale stack.
Okay, so B. Transporting.
Yeah, I was surprised to see the.
Did you say that storage was again?
Give me
Yeah.
a second, you can follow me.
I was surprised to see the bale wagon, or the bale trailer, on the small baler pack. In the latest version of Hofbergman had auto load. But yeah, all the little calves floating around on various maps having the Hofbergman ear tags. Great touch. Great touch from Randy. Not that too many people are going around claiming they created the calves. But for anyone that does try to say something like that, it'd be like, oh, that's interesting. Why did you create them with a ear tag of this other map? Is there a trailer to haul the calves? No, you don't haul. You walk them into a trailer. You need to check out my my video. You don't load calves in animal trailers like you would load regular animals. You have to walk them up onto a trailer, and they just stand in the trailer, and then you walk them off the trailer. So technically anything that you could walk onto, you could use to haul calves with. So you could haul them on a flatbed if you wanted. Or, I guess there's modded dry van trailers for a semi. You could haul calves in a van trailer. Yeah, you just have to walk them up.
Come on, Carrie, you gonna let this Cummins outrun that Ford?
It's the new America where we have to make sure we don't offend anybody. So
Only
we have
because
to let the
you know.
Ford win.
You know where you're going, I don't.
Yeah, we should have been in the calving video where we loaded those up. Ah, Lewis. Lewis found the FS22 emote. Be interested to see if we get emergence come late autumn. I'm hoping we do. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I bet you it'd work. Just don't go around the corner too fast. We don't want those cows sliding off.
You know your way back.
Yep, I think I can make it back. Thanks.
Oh, I mean, I guess if you can buy them at the dealer, can you not? You can't put them on a trailer? On, other maps? Maybe you need a modded trailer? Or maybe you really should buy them at the dealer and they just have them delivered to the calf pen. Yeah, I don't think they'll like being strapped down. Because I don't think those calves do anything other than pump out. I don't know what those calves do. I don't think they actually grow or anything. What is this? Oh. Create a highlight. Oh, cool. The calves poop, that's about it. It's just getting dark here all of a sudden. So I don't know if you all see at the bottom of the stream, is there like there should be some new icons. I think one of them looks like a pair of scissors. It allows you to create a clip. I think clips are only about a minute long, but you can now create a clip during the live stream and then share that out on your favorite social networks. Advertise the stream that way. I think the crop in the cinematic trailer, I think it got disease. I think what Giants is not saying is maybe what they are saying. You know? It's not what they say, it's what they don't say that sometimes counts. They haven't disputed crop disease. So maybe that means it really is here and they just don't want to announce it yet. You know, in that one podcast, they were sure quick to denounce other things that people were speculating on from the trailer. But I don't think they denounced crop disease. So maybe we'll learn more. Maybe that'll be another thing that's announced at FarmCon this coming week.
Carry you past your turn.
But I think that would be awesome if you didn't do things right, if you didn't apply herbicide, or maybe there's pesticides have been added to the game, then maybe you lose crop. I mean, it looked like some sort of disease, not so much pests. It looked like It looked like the corn was rotting or suffering from some sort of disease. I know when we grew corn back when I was on the farm, sometimes you would get ears that would have this, I don't know, it's like some sort of mold would grow on the ear. It was like just have this big growth on it. Maybe Coulier knows. What's that? Is it some sort of mold or something that sometimes shows up on corn ears? Like a big old growth? I just remember seeing it growing up.
He must be out working on his John Deeres.
Oh.
What's
Well,
wrong?
he wasn't in here when I said that one of this YouTube farmer I was watching was complaining that the fuel return was made out of plastic.
Yeah, none of our stuff's that new. 8345 is the newest. Oh, I'll take that back. The 7215.
I think this guy runs 40 somethings. It's got like the curved cab. It's got kind of like a curved door you got to climb into.
Oh yeah, ours are all squared off like what you see in the game.
But they were out baling some of that Sudan grass, and he was round baling, and he got out, and apparently his fuel return busted, sprung a leak, whatever, and he was complaining that it was made out of plastic, and how he wasn't all that happy with John Deere for making this thing out of plastic. So then he went to the dealer, and he basically bought all of them. I think the dealer had 8. He bought them all. And they said, order me a case of 25.
Yeah.
It's like, if one's going to bust, they're all going to break. And I just want to make sure, I have them. And then they were talking about replacing it. It's right up against the engine. So it's hot. It's like, why would you make something right up against the engine in plastic? Doesn't make much sense.
I remember right, like on our 4020 and the 4450, they were
Somebody call an ambulance.
steel lined, but they had rubber, like fuel line, like you would use for your car or whatever, that was connecting your return lines. I don't know the plastic ones.
Yeah, I guess maybe the return line isn't under pressure.
What are you guys doing down there?
Nothing?
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Well, it seemed to work out pretty good for you.
Just chatting.
Yeah, just testing the durability of the truck,
I'd like to see damage. But
Yeah,
other folks say that probably manufacturers wouldn't go for
because
their things getting
put me
damaged.
on my lid.
That would have been crash test dummies right there.
That was a Raz moment right there.
There we go. We have gotten all of our fields in millet. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more fields to harvest, and that's going to come in a few days. We might be harvesting corn on Monday. Monday? Monday we're going to be Pony Express Transport Convoy with 1.41 release, because that is now fully released. And hopefully we're going to haul the biggest potato you've ever seen in your life. We're going to have a whole convoy of massive potatoes, because there is a new Idaho potato community event that's kicked off. It's going to run between now and August 15th, I think. And I have to say. I really think that August 15th date is a telltale sign of when we might see the new state, Wyoming. I don't think they're going to release the state until after this community event is over. So I think I've got my pencil on the Tuesday after the community event is over for the release of Wyoming in ATS. So guys, that is going to do us for tonight's stream. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night or not. At a minimum, we will definitely be streaming Monday night for our Pony Express Transport Convoy night. So be sure to tune in for that. Tomorrow night, tomorrow around noon, we will have a new iRacing Formula V video coming out.
I dropped another one right at the beginning of the day.
Yeah,
So if you're interested in that series and those videos, be sure to check those out. And until next time, happy farming.